I'm not the tool and three on the road.
My name is Joe West, you feel me? Straight out of Harlem, representing a new sound coming up out of New York, you feel me? Republic, Uptown Academy, we about to do something, you feel me? Shout out Posse TV, welcome to Posse TV.
Hi guys, my name is Joe West from the west side of Harlem. I live a couple blocks down, you know what I'm saying? Representing Uptown Records and Republic Records. Just trying to show the kids and my family and the kids in Africa and the black kids here in Harlem that you can do it, you can be great. Well, to begin first, I got my song Uno. It's on Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite records. That's like, you know, jumping as well. But we just dropped the record with a Boogie called Switch, which is out now, about to touch 300,000 streams. Soon drop a video. Just got done performing with him on his tour a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, we got new records coming out in the next couple of weeks. Leisure, you feel me? And a little sneak peek, Dumba Booger, I gonna fuck with that heavy, facts. First, well, the tour is, he had one day, and then after that, he presumes and continues it after Ramadan, which we'll call it on the 23rd in Europe. But the first day was in Maine, and that was probably the first real authentic tour that I've been on, because I was on tour with Soulja Boy for 3 days, but that was Soulja Boy, you know what I'm saying? That's the first rapper to do a lot of things, but, you know what I'm saying? It was him, but, you know, Boogie is, of course, who he is right now, and performed in front of 4,500 people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gave me my first snacks on the side. I see my name on a locker room joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see my name on a itinerary. I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually authentic and real, you feel me? So it was dope, you know, and the crowd, you know, showed a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, I never expected it. When we ate after the show, you know, the kids kept coming up to me and, you know, trying to like take pictures while we was eating, and, you know, constantly like one after the other, after the other, after the other. So that was my first like real experience and feeling like I can like connect with the crowd and people. Yeah. It's for a bigger project. We got EP coming out probably around like May. Switch was basically just something to, you know, introduce myself to a new market and to a new world, you know what I'm saying? And especially it being a Boogie from the Bronx and me being from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Two uptown cats, you feel me? Back in the day, niggas was like HBO, Harlem, Bronx only, you know what I'm saying? It's Showtime, so you feel me? That was the collaboration. And also these hybrids, you know, is ran by Africans, you know what I'm saying? And niggas from Gambia, Senegal, so it was only right. So like, it was meant to just open up a new market, you know, a new engagement, and then show niggas what it is, you feel me? Oh man, I mean, Harlem me, man, like, you feel me? Like, there's niggas that been in Harlem, for like the last, 100 years type shit. My parents came here 30 years ago when they moved out here from Senegal, so it's a whole new, you feel me, generation, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, tribe out here in Harlem, you know, that's African, West African, so now we have a new like space to like collaborate, you know what I'm saying, old Harlem and new Harlem, and we moving it too, just how, you know what I'm saying, old Harlem was moving it back then. So I'm just trying to open up, not trying to, I am, you know what I'm saying, showing the world, you know, how multi-dimensional Harlem is, and like how it's not just, you feel me, just jiggy niggas, but you got jiggy African niggas, you got jiggy Muslim niggas, you got jiggy hood niggas, you got jiggy all that, and it's all in one, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Harlem made me, you know, from hooping, you know, Melbank, you know what I'm saying, PAL, you know, at time, but mainly Melbank, you know what I'm saying, 208 and everything, and just being around, you know, niggas that like, you know, that believed in me and, you know, pushed me. It used to be like, you gotta get your game up and shit. So yeah, Harlem made me who I am right now. So the confident nigga, the kid that feel like he could like do it all and like, you know, be great, that comes from the heart of Harlem. I met Dapper Dan before I got signed. I met Dapper Dan like 2 or 3 times. I met him first time at Harlem Shake, and then I met him one time at the African spot on 116, and then, you know, I would always come up to him, and then one day, I guess he didn't know I was an artist, but the video that the labels looked at and ended up reaching out to me on, I remember recording that, shooting that day, and Dapper Dan just walked by. You feel me? We was around his studio, but I didn't know he was gonna be in the video. He just walked by, and he was just like, you know, he remembered me, and then after that, I remember he just pointed out, you know, they could quote on video, and I was standing there, and he was like, yo, that's my future, that's my future, that's my future. And then he just went on a lecture about how he, you know, he inspired Harlem and how, like, you know, you gotta keep going and do it for the youth. And some of the things that I do, like, just being around Harlem and being around my neighborhood, you feel me, I do a show and come right back to the block and chill with the guys and just be normal, you know, and that's something that I seen Dap do. Like, I seen Dap on the train before, like, you know what I'm saying? As a millionaire nigga that just normal, you know, and once he did that, I was like, the beginning, it felt like, because the song was called Genesis, so it felt like a rebirth, because that's what Genesis is. Like, it's a rebirth and something new is happening. And then that's what Dap came, and then that was the video that ended up getting me signed. So shout out Dap, facts. Average Joe, you feel me? If niggas email me, my shit is Average Joe West. So like, it was originally Average Joe type shit. And then, you feel me, Dave Reese is from the east side of Harlem. And I was bumping Kyrie Chanel at the time when I first started making music. And you know, you feel me, like, most niggas start making music when they was like 11, 10 or whatever, and then you probably got put on by your older brother on a Mos Def track or a Jadakiss or Lokes track. But for me, it was not the case. I started getting inspired with music in college, and I could honestly say Dave Reese, Joey Badass, and you know, Schoolboy Q and Kendricks were the guys that actually, like, you know what I'm saying, pushed the mold, you know, and helped me, like, you know, believe that I could, like, you know what I'm saying, be a voice for the unheard. So Dave Reese. Feel me? Dave Reese, somebody said Joe, Average Joe too corny. So then I said, all right, Dave Reese from the east side of Harlem. I'm gonna be the west side of Harlem and cut the average, because I ain't average, but I'm gonna keep the Joe so that I can remember that a nigga average, but so that niggas don't misconcept that, but Joe West. And niggas said that shit cool though, like, sound like a cowboy name, like actor name, you feel me? I might use that when I start acting and shit. It was around the same time, once I finished college, or during college, like my junior year, I would come back to New York during the summertime, and then after that, I would, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know, in the fashion industry, it changed because you got mad Africans from Harlem, from the Bronx, from all over, you know what I'm saying, the world that started to dominate the industry around 2017, you feel me? And then once I peeped that, I make music, and I gotta figure out how to, like, market myself. A lot of my boys was already, like, walking shows and going to Paris, Italy. I'm coming back from school, you know what I'm saying? I see them in Drip, I see them in magazines, I see them in billboards. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas is marketing yourself. They don't make music, but y'all niggas is marketing yourself. But if a nigga seen an artist up there, then niggas would be like, you know what I'm saying, there's more to it. So I ended up, you know, finishing college and then getting signed to a small agency. And then, you know what I'm saying, just trying to collaborate the two. And music was going, but, you know, modeling started to speed up faster. So I got signed to some small shit, then to some big shit here in New York, and then Paris, then Berlin and London, and then after that, I just started to build up, you know. And then my goal was to, you know, use the modeling to help my music, and, you know what I'm saying, time came and it took 4 to 5 years for that to happen, and now they're both starting to balance out with each other. I mean, like any parents, you know what I'm saying, you want to make sure your kids is good, and, you know, you got a perception about the music industry. You know, everybody thinks it's drugs, partying, and, like, you know, getting lit and everything, but, you know, there's another side to it that, you know, obviously they haven't been exposed to it enough to understand. So, you know, they're always gonna be on my back, and, you know what I'm saying, making sure that, you feel me, I'm on my shit and, like, I'm good, you know, but they don't understand. So, end of the day, you know, ignorance is bliss. So, you know, all they could do is just support in a way where they support their son, not support Joe West. They support Omar, you know what I'm saying? They support, you know, the kid that was before that. So, like, you know, it's bigger than Joe West, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they always going, you know, be on my ass, always nag me, always criticize me, and always baby me until the day I'm dead. So, you feel me? That's just something that, you know, I'm always gonna get used to. But yeah, they support run different, and that support they run deeper than just, you know, giving me money for the studio, or giving me all of that. They make sure that I'm, you know, stand up and, you know, wholesome and good, and know where I'm going. I'm with Academy Records is Cortez Ellis. He's the one that sold me first, and he's been on me, and he's my partner and a friend, mentor, you know what I'm saying, big brother. You know, he's always been on my back, and he's the one that introduced me into the building with Uptown Records, St. Haraway. And St. Haraway was the guy that signed Amine, Ski Master, Slum God, and Coi Leray. And Saint was the one that brought me into the building of Republic, and Saint was with Uptown Records. So, you know, I remember they just called me one day when I was about to go to work to move trucks and shit, and move U-Haul boxes and shit like that. And then they told me to come downtown. And then it was Saint and Cortez, and I'd never met them before, but that was my first time. They just called me and told me to come down. I came downtown, and then they told me to play my records. I'm at Republic Studios. I didn't think I was going to walk like that.
Hey, y'all, make some noise for Joe West,
you know what I'm saying? She, you know, fucked with my energy, you know, at the time, and that's when I knew something was happening type shit. And yeah, you know, so Cortez brought me in, Academy Records. I represent Academy, Uptown Records, and Republic, you know. So shout out Cortez Ellis and St. Haraway. Those are my two big homies You feel me? Facts.
Hey, y'all, make some noise for Joe West, y'all. Make some noise for Joe. Hey, Corte Ellis, CEO of Academy Records. 23 years ago, I took a Greyhound bus up here, came back, and blessed from the Soul Diggers, you know, took me in, and next thing you knew, I was writing songs for Sean Combs for 10 years, and I wrote my first song for Clive Davis when I was 20 years old. I started this journey as a songwriter. I've been the artist, I've been the intern, but one thing that never changed is why I got into the business, and it was because of the feeling. It wasn't because we were watching numbers and we were trying to see how many likes. It was all about the feeling. So, you know, when I came across Joe West by way of DJ Webstar, a lot of people know DJ Webstar, but he's in the mix of that some way, crazy ass story. But Joe West didn't have those numbers. But when I saw him, I knew that he had something special. When I called my GM, I called Demondre. I said, Demondre, we gotta do this deal right now. So I just wanna encourage everybody that's in here that ever started a podcast, that ever wrote a song, that sung something, always remember, regardless of what the numbers may look like, always go with your gut feeling when you feel about something, all right? So y'all just make some noise. Hey, listen, and I just want to introduce y'all to Joe West.
Yeah! It's my favorite song, by the way. I don't wanna live tonight. You just let the white. Bring that ass to the right. Yeah. I like that. I don't wanna live tonight. You just let the prize. I'm gonna bust on my side. Yeah. Shit so proud. I should move like wow. Got ass, smoke, waist, down, booty, and fit.
One thing I'm most proud of is I said that I told a lot of people that I was gonna get to this point 5 years ago, and you know, sometimes I don't know how I did it. You know what I'm saying? It be feeling surreal, you know. So I just go, and whatever God do, He does. So I'm just proud that I was able to continue it and believe in myself, you know. And I could tell you when no one probably didn't believe me before, you know, and I made it go, and just kept at it, and here I am. And I always dreamt of having a whole bunch of people believing me, and now I do. So I'm proud of the fact that I got people that hear Joe West, that see Joe West. I always want people to invest in me, and I got Corte, Saint, and then the Republic to do that. So, you know, I created a dream, and you know, people see it now, or see the first parts of it, because it's not the only part that I want to just happen. So I'm proud that I was able to like make people believe, and you know, hopefully create some sort of like, you know, unison family. Yeah.
First of all, thank each and every individual for coming in here tonight. This is super special. Also, this is just the beginning for Uptown, Republic, and of course Academy. One thing I will say about this gentleman right here is the fact that, you know, sometimes when you're outside, you're looking in the sky, you're looking for that North Star, you're looking for all them stars. But I think we all looking for that special shooting star. And I think once we discovered Joe West, we discovered our shooting star. So this is just the beginning. I just want to thank each and every individual again. I
have an Afrobeat song that's gonna go crazy. It's not Afrobeat, but it's an element of it. I'm rapping, but it has Afro sample, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just Afrobeat. Because I remember Wizkid was talking about how he's not just an Afrobeat artist, he's an artist. But Afrobeat's been going crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's a new element in hip-hop. Hip-hop was started here, or it started with Jamaicans, and then after that came to the Bronx and shit. But you know what I'm saying? But the diaspora is expanding. It started in Jamaica with the vibes, with the DJing, turntables, and it got to, you know what I'm saying, the Bronx, where niggas was rapping about these struggles, lyrics, and then it started to expand, and now the expansion is into the new African diaspora, like black on black on black, and it's expanding worldwide now into Afrobeats. So Afrobeats isn't just gonna be Afrobeats, it's gonna be Afro hip hop, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Niggas is gonna be expanding just the samples that they use here in America, but start using samples from all over, you know what I'm saying, that's ethnic. So, you know, Afrobeat is just a new transition into all black people, you know what I'm saying, this color coming together. I mean, there ain't roles on the table yet, but I've been told a lot that I should act, and everybody that, you know, that comes around me always says, you could be a great actor, you know, you have the look, you have the vibe, the energy, it seems like you could, you know what I'm saying, play so many different roles and everything, so, you know, I get more of the acting part from people, you know, and then, you know, that's when I started thinking like, oh, maybe I could actually do it, you know, so eventually, you know what I'm saying, you know, I could start acting. Ironically, I met the nigga, like I said earlier, homie from Wu-Tang, You God, you know what I'm saying, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, showing love yesterday and everything, and I showing love back. And then we met some nigga on the train yesterday that was acting me and my manager, he was like, yo, you act, you know what I'm saying, you feel me, he got some new movie he was dropping, you feel me, but he was like, you act? I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying, like, but he said, I thought you act, but I told him I'm an artist, so people see that shit, so I'm gonna do that shit eventually, you know. The Joey Badass, not the Joey Badass Davies Method Man route, but trying to get an Oscar in that motherfucker on some Denzel shit. You know, I'm gonna shout out a black-owned business, man. I'm with my son Ocean, you know what I'm saying, Studios right here, you feel me? He bugging out, he's an African brother out here, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanna shout out Ground Up, you know what I'm saying, my son Madani, you know, he's a up-and-coming entrepreneurial designer, you feel me? And, you know, from a broader scale, I always wanted to wear like Helmut Lang and like Alexander Wang, you know, like the more like sleek, you know, like of course Yeezy, you know what I'm saying, Ye shit, you know, I like things that look very like minimal, but like it speaks volume in the way you put it together, you know, and just the way, you know, certain designs displays, certain pockets, certain zippers, just the unorthodoxness in it that I fuck with, you know. I don't like things that's like regular or too much, but if there's something that could like throw it off a little bit but still have element of like simplicity, then that's the type of drip that I fuck with. And Helmut Lang, Fair God, and you know what I'm saying, Alexander Wang, and you know, and Viv's Dim is some of the few brands that like actually like, you know, capitalize on that. Yeah. I probably would have said respect a couple months ago, but you know what I'm saying, respect is earned. Probably say trust. Trust is important. You know,
for yourself or for your team?
For everything, I think trust is the thing that like makes everybody lock in together. And you know, when someone is giving you their trust, it's a responsibility. And the importance of it is, you know, you have to be able to carry that and be able to reassure and, you know what I'm saying, hold that to an attainable source and make sure that person feels safe and, you know, good, and that's a part of them believing in you, you know, that trust in you. So like, you know, the fact that people trust me and what I'm doing and where I'm going, you know, that's a big responsibility. And yeah, you know, I've learned over time that, you know, you can lose that ASAP and it could be gone in the snap of a finger. And then, you know, you start to get displaced because it's like, trust feels good. You know, when somebody trusts you, it feels good. You feel safe, nigga. You like, nigga, I could fall back on somebody, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, trust is important. And I think it leads to loyalty and then leads to respect, you know what I'm saying? Because if they trust you, then, you know, you're loyal till they find pretty shit out, but you trust is important, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when loyalty is built after years and years and years and years and years. Just want to thank everybody that's been, you know, listening and, you know, stopping me in the street to say hi and say keep going. You know, I want to thank the people that be in my DMs and telling me they like what I do and to keep going. You know, I want to thank the people who really believe in me, you know what I'm saying, you know, from Mimi to Cortez to Saint to Charles, you know what I'm saying, Jogi and all of them that always on my back every day, you know what I'm saying, telling me to keep going. And, you know, just I thank everybody and I hope to, you know, not just show you guys more, but to, you know, prove to you guys that, you know, to stay righteous and not to be one of them niggas that changes, and to stay humble and to like actually be that bridge where like you could talk to anybody that's doing anything and to like, you know, not think shit is larger than life, shit is regular, you know what I'm saying? It's just you making the dream happen and making people see that dream, because you could stand in front of anybody, but it's a heart, body, eyes, chest, vessel, you know, but what they see is a dream that you know what I'm saying, made them envision type shit. That's the whole supernatural shit that be going on in this world, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thank everybody, and just vice versa. You know, I hope what everybody's doing, that you guys continue to live your dream, continue to work hard, continue to, you know what I'm saying, make things happen for you, your family, and everybody else as I try to do mine. And yeah, you know, we all live in a dream and a dream and a dream, you know, so let's just keep making it happen and turning reality into reality. Yeah. You could follow me on or find me at Joe Westington on Instagram, Joe Wicked West on Twitter, Oblack17 on Snapchat. You could, my song Switches Out with A Boogie, 300,000 views, go stream that. Follow me, there's a lot more coming. Be prepared to, you know, a good year and a good future. And, you know, again, thank you, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, keep going, keep being positive. And I'm gonna keep representing Harlem, Senegal, and my niggas the right way type shit. You feel me? What's that shit? I'm in a transition of me finally being able to be in a position, but also still feeling like, you know, things is still regular, you know what I'm saying? So one of the probably the best advice I could say is, you know, to keep striving. If you have self-doubt, run through that wall, close your eyes and open it back up, and, you know what I'm saying, look around your surroundings and, you know, gather what you can gather and keep going. You know, some things are unpredictable. You don't know where things are gonna happen or how things are gonna fall in place. Don't get caught up in trying to like be perfect, not just with your craft, but be perfect in your decisions or be perfect in your moves. Because nigga, somebody could hit up you randomly off of anything, you know what I'm saying? Or someone could believe in you over some random thing and you probably don't even know, and you know, and just keep striving, you know, be unpredictable, you know, stay uncomfortable like they say. And you know what I'm saying? Things are right out for you. Things are always gonna be liquid until they start to, you know, mold out and get solid. And like you said earlier, the trust, the loyalty, your belief, and everything is what's gonna make everything solid, and the work ethic. So yeah, just keep going, and yeah, just don't stay stagnant, and be open to a lot, be open to people, and don't be afraid of opportunity. This is Joe West, and you're watching POSSETV. Yiddy!